Hi, this is the movie for week 4 and 5, the vintage logo. And as I discussed in the last music icon one, you have total creativity on this one. Except for the fact that I want you to do, and I'll show you what I mean by just going through randomly the folder that was turned in last semester for me. I want you to do this one. So no matter what I say in the movie, please do this one, but you can change the name. You can change the colors. Okay? And then I want you to come up with your own vintage logo. And then do 5 color versions of it. Okay? So really you're doing one and then you're changing the 4 color versions to that one. And I'll show you what a student did. Okay? Now in the syllabus, it says in week 4 is when you watch both vintage icon tutorial movies. There's nothing due in week 4. And in week 5, you turn in both the vintage logo files. It says see the assignment sheet, which I just showed you. Okay, and then there's simply a vintage logo discussion summary. So this one's going to be pretty short. Let me just minimize that and go right here to the week 4 and 5. So this is what's due for week 4 and 5. Now I don't have the movie in here obviously because I'm doing it right now, but do you see how this particular student here, and I can't get a lot bigger on that, but I can show you the originals. This student here, and you'll see it when I go through the folder, I just wanted you to see that they turned in the one that I said Sorial illustrations on. They did their own thing. So I'm going to bring over this logo folder here and I'm just going to go through it, and if something shows up as pink with the text, it means that the font wasn't on my machine, so I had the student redo something to make it right on any machine. But anyway, ignore that. Just look at the pictures. Okay, some of them aren't completed, some of them are completed. Here's what the student did for part 2. There's another part 2 one right there with different ones. This student actually used my name. They didn't have to on the part 2 one. Totally different for part 1. So you can see that the student went ahead here and did their own version for part 2, which I love. It's very creative. Then there's this one for part 1. So where I did the Sorial illustrations one in the center, you know, and I will show you that again. When I did this one here on Sorial illustrations, the student actually did, where was I? The student actually did, oh, this one. So that's what I just want you to know. You have total creative freedom as long as you, and that student redid it and fixed the text, but you can see here how many, there's their fixed text. There's so many different variations that you could possibly do. Okay, so these are kind of fun. So I want you, and here's the fixed version here. So that's their second part 2 version. Their part 1 version was something like this. So you can see it's the same name, SROKA, SROKA. So that's what they did. Perfect example here of part 1 and part 2. Here's part 1. Whoops, sorry. Here's part 2. Now let me show you the one that was on the screen, kind of, if I haven't already done it. So I think it's at the end. That's beautiful. Now here's the one where John T. Design came up with his part 1 version and then he did a part 2 version. Do you understand? So you have total creative freedom. You don't have to do the one that I did and put the name in there, but you do have to follow the one that I did with all the shapes. You can put any name you want, put any color you want. So that's what's due for week 4 and 5. Okay, and you turn it in at the end of week 5. See, week 5, turn it in, due by Sunday. If you need more time, please just email me. If you have any issue at any time, and I should have said this, and I said it in the syllabus movie, but probably should have said it whenever I do something like this, just click the inbox and send me, and I'll show, I did show it in the syllabus movie. So if you ever have a problem, remember that you can send me an email and attach your Illustrator file to it. I'll send you back an exact, I'll just demonstrate it right now. So if you go into your course right here, and just to remind you, here's your course, send to a teacher, and I'm the one, see, Brian Sorial. Type in what assignment it is, okay, assignment 4, and just say, Brian, I'm having tons of problems with assignment for the vintage logo, okay. Attach, click the paperclip, attach your AI file. I'll send you back a movie. to help you get right back on the road again. Okay, so that's pretty cool. I think that that is a really good solution for getting you back to where you want to be. So let's go back to the module, and we'll I think I've said everything that I want to say here. Here's that module, week 4 and 5. Make sure you read the README first. I even say it in here. I should have showed you that. It says, please make sure you read the README first PDF located right below this page. Well, let's go there and let's open up the README first one, because it says you have creative freedom here, okay? But it wants you to watch the tutorial movies. I show you what I'm based on. So, meaning I show you where I got my inspiration from. And that's just it. So I want you to always know that in each module, you can click on the top and you'll find out what is due for that week. And again, no matter what I say in the movies about, well, this one's optional or this one's not optional, if it shows up in the assignment guide right here, if it shows up that it's due in the assignment guide, I'll zoom back out, and in the first day handout, right there, it'll show what's due. If it says both, then I mean both. Okay? And I think that's it. I'll see you on the next one.